East Asia is facing one of its most destructive weather events of the season, as severe Typhoon Dolphin, packing Category 14 winds, officially makes landfall along China's eastern coast. The storm's destructive potential was already evident as it swept past northern Taiwan, where its fierce outer bands blew over massive shipping containers at Keelung Port, crashing them directly into heavy gantry cranes. Structural damage of this magnitude clearly illustrates the enormous kinetic energy embedded within the storm, severely disrupting one of Asia's most vital shipping hubs.
这车运气真好，看到没有？树倒下来了，没摔下来。哎呀，运气真好，就差这一点。
As the primary core finally struck Taizhou and Wenzhou in Zhejiang, urban coastal defenses faced an extreme stress test.
Oh哟，这什么风力啊！
Footage circulating on social media revealed extreme sea conditions near the landfall zones, with massive waves carrying heavy sediment surging into urban areas. Thick trees inside a coastal power plant whipped violently in 42-meter-per-second winds, nearly being uprooted from the saturated ground. This was not ordinary rainfall, but a record-breaking deluge that meteorologists described as intensely concentrated and relentlessly heavy.
"这是早上路过这个绿地栉海苑拍的，你看台风一吹啊，这个外墙都脱落成什么样子。
Local weather stations in Yuhuan recorded over 322 millimeters in a single day, while cumulative totals near the epicenter soared past a staggering 600 millimeters. Precipitation on this severe scale instantly overwhelmed municipal drainage systems across multiple regions. Floodwaters rapidly submerged vehicle, chassis, transforming underpass tunnels and main arterial roads into raging rivers within a matter of hours.
哎呀，我是要来逛一圈，都是水。
In response to this enormous natural crisis, Chinese authorities implemented unprecedented preemptive evacuation measures. Before the storm even made landfall, Shanghai alone urgently relocated more than 215,000 residents from high-risk zones.
高，对，我们车要高一点，对，他都过去，我更能过去，总归是这样想吧，对，要抛锚也得先他先抛锚。
Combined with mass evacuations in Zhejiang and Fujian, over 500,000 people across the eastern seaboard were forced to abandon their homes for temporary shelters.
可是我又怕惊吓到了你，你在台风中
飘走了，还有这么玩的呀
！Transportation networks suffered equally severe disruptions, as dozens of ferry routes along the Fujian coast were suspended and over 3,000 offshore workers were recalled. Widespread flight cancellations and the suspension of high-speed rail services further paralyzed travel operations across East China. Typhoon Dolphin's ability to inflict such severe damage stems from warming Pacific waters providing optimal fuel, combined with a highly unusual landfall trajectory that created this rare disaster.
天哪，风好大！天哪，哪个人？
Rather than weakening immediately after its initial strike in Yuhuan, the storm hugged the coastline and made a rare secondary landfall in Lexing just an hour later. This double landfall allowed the storm to maintain an intact core, continuously drawing vast amounts of moisture from the sea. Adding to the danger, the storm's advance perfectly coincided with astronomical high tides. This overlapping triple threat of violent winds, torrential rain, and storm surges placed immense pressure on coastal flood defenses.
我操！一开车门断了，开敞篷回公司。我的洗衣机呀！他妈的来不及了。
As Dolphin's remnants push further inland, the immense moisture it carries is now spreading toward Jiangxi, Anhui, and Jiangsu provinces. The National Headquarters for Flood and Drought Relief has elevated emergency responses and deployed urgent task forces to conduct round-the-clock risk inspections. With extreme overlapping rainfall still forecast, officials are urging all affected residents to strictly avoid mountainous or low-lying areas and follow evacuation orders. As extreme climate events become more frequent globally, coastal megacities across East Asia and the world are facing increasingly severe tests of their disaster resilience.